1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister will embark on a 3-day official visit to Turkey tomorrow to further boost friendly ties with the brotherly country. Information Minister says Prime Minister's visit to Turkey is part of a series of Pakistan's renewed bilateral engagement with its traditional, trusted, friendly countries. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Chairman Jammu and Kashmir Democratic Freedom Party has said India is using state apparatus to crush legitimate political struggle in the held territory. In Brazil, 56 people have died in heavy rains in Pernambuco state. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will embark on a 3-day official visit to Turkey tomorrow to further boost friendly ties with the brotherly country. The visit coincides with the 75 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries. During his visit in Ankara, the Prime Minister will hold meetings with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Ministers of Foreign Affairs, Health, Trade and Economic Cooperation. Shehbaz Sharif will also hold meetings with Turkish investors and Pakistan-Turkey Business Forum. The visit of the Prime Minister of Pakistan is aimed at enhancing cooperation with Turkey in diverse fields including trade, investment, health, education and technical sectors. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb says Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's visit to Turkey is part of a series of Pakistan's renewed bilateral engagement with its traditional trusted friends and brotherly countries. In a series of tweets today, she said the visit is important not only for the development of bilateral relations but also for the cooperation in investment, trade, health, education, culture and other areas of mutual interest. The minister said as the visit marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries, Shehbaz Sharif will unveil a commemorative plaque in this regard. The Prime Minister will also visit the mausoleum of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says there will be no cuts in the budget of Higher Education Commission for the year 2022-23. Issuing directions to Ministers of Planning and Finance regarding the Higher Education Commission, he said HEC will be made functional like it was in the previous tenure of PMLN government. The Prime Minister regretted that budget cuts in the last 4 years had a negative impact on higher education, and this process should be reversed. He directed the authorities concerned to focus on revival of education projects in universities across the country and increase the number of programs to bring the education sector at par with international standard. Shehbaz Sharif said resources of Higher Education Commission should be increased significantly and all possible facilities be provided to teachers and students. Pakistan has made a big jump on International Travel and Tourism Development Index by moving up 6 places as per the latest report released by World Economic Forum. The 2021 edition of the Travel and Tourism Development Index includes 117 countries. The index ranks Pakistan based on the sets of factors and policies that enable the sustainable and resilient development of travel and tourism industry of each country. Managing Director of Pakistan Tourism Development Corporation Aftabur Rahman Rana said Pakistan has been ranked 83rd, which is up from 89th place in the index's previous edition of 2019. He said 6 points increase in the ranking of Pakistan on Global Travel and Tourism Index is quite a significant progress. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Chairman of the Jammu and Kashmir Democratic Freedom Party Shabir Ahmad Shah has expressed serious concern over the rising incidents of Indian state terrorism and fast deteriorating political and human rights situation in the territory. In his message from Tihar Jail, New Delhi, the incarcerated leader said that on one hand, India has given a license to its forces to kill innocent Kashmiris, while on the other, it has shamelessly using anti-terror laws to silence legitimate political voices. Condemning the life imprisonment to Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Chairman Muhammad Yasin Malik, he said, Malik's unjust sentencing and denial of right to fair trial speaks volume about how India is using its state apparatus to crush legitimate political struggle for the right to self-determination. About the recent surge in the killing of youth in Kashmir, Shah said that the systematic killing of civilians, particularly the youth, is part of the Indian government's deep-rooted conspiracy to change the demography of Kashmir. He urged the world community to take effective notice of the stepped-up human rights violations in the troubled region. In Brazil, at least 56 people have been killed in the country's northeastern state of Pernambuco amid heavy rains over the weekend. In a statement, Brazil's Minister for Regional Development said an additional 56 people are missing and at least 25 are injured. Over 3,900 people have lost their homes due to devastating downpour. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.